Fred Free Radio, this is Chiara Nicoletti from the 9th edition of Filming Italy Sardegna Festival. I'm with Olga Kurylenko, actress and Filming Italy International Award.
So first of all, Filming Italy Festival is awarding you with the International Award. So that perfect word for you, international. So I was wondering, what does it mean for you to be an international actress?
It's an honor, and it's a surprise, quite honestly, because, you know, if someone told me as a little girl that I would be an international actor and that I would ever be getting these type of prizes, I would never believe, because I come from so far away. I come from such a small town, and this was never going to be, this was not an easy path. This was not, you know, like for some people, they're born into this and it's already, they can see that this is exactly what they're going to be doing because it's kind of written for them. For me, I was miles like away from imagining that this could ever be possible. Normally it's impossible for people like me and that come from where I come from. So for me it's a huge honor, and it's also it's a realization of what I have done, because I don't realize I'm kind of like, you know, I walk my path, but I don't think I realize how far I've gone. So it brings me back to appreciate myself, what I've done, because I think maybe I underestimate myself, I don't know, but I don't see myself like that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
It's very humbling.
I mean, you were a model and then you became an actress. Why did you want to become an actress? What did you think it was your call?
Because, well, first it was my hobby when I was in school. So I did like it. And why it was my hobby? This is actually interesting. It's because I remember I was a very shy child. I was quite. It's funny because now I'm very expressive, but I was quite an expressive back then. Because I was so scared to express, you know, and I realized that I needed to open up. And so I asked my mother to enroll me into an acting class, but not to become an actress, but as a way to open up and to get rid of the fear. Do you understand? It was an interesting thing. It was more like a therapy for me.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I already understood that this was not right. I thought, I can't be like this. I really need to be more, you know, outgoing, which I was not. And so I went, and so I had to stand on stage, and I was shaking, and I was scared, and I was freaking out. And each time it was like this... I had to step over the barrier, right? It was a violence that I was doing to myself because it was against my nature. And until it became my nature. So it's one way of changing your character. I would say it does work, because I can confirm that it worked. You can, right?
Yeah,
but well, with that said, I think a lot of actors will tell you that they are by nature shy, and you know, and then they just somehow they stand up, they go up there and they blossom and they change. So this is why. But in the beginning, it was that, and then when I moved to Paris, I just thought, oh, you know, I was going a lot to the cinema, and I watched all these wonderful movies, and I became inspired by so many female actresses that I saw, and I would say, oh, I would love to do what she does. And like, for example, the movie like Emily Watson in Breaking the Waves, the tremendous job she did, and it's one of the most beautiful performances in the whole cinema for me. And movies like that gave me, persuaded me that I really should try and follow that path. But this time it was more just to, you know, to experience those feelings and to create characters that are complex
And I would like to thank Olga Kurylenko, actress and Filming Italy International Award at the 9th edition of Filming Italy Sardegna Festival. And this is Chiara Nicoletti for Fred, the Festival Insider.